The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down. Hey, Lion. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a quick throw out. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
38-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, run!
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start this. Second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And audible here to get a new look. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Red. Hey, tomato. 13, Luke. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hey, I'm gun. Think right open.
Lawrence will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Jaguars field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this one is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it here. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Easy. I'm red.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Tomato. 13, Luke. Think right open. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now they'll change things up. 2nd and 4. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Jets 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, go, go!
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
All right, let's go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that would be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Let's go now. 70 left. Check smash. Left thing 19. 60 left. 60 left. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Jets.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are back within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, son, it's on. Think right.
Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, run.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Route. Go. Let's go.
Now Lawrence. And they'll give him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. But to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's 3rd and 3. And now they'll shift things around. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jets. T. Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, run! Hey,
Lawrence had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
All right, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Myers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Red on red. Son, it's hot. 11, again. It's hot.
Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
11. Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's 1st down.
That's another Jets first down. A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
First down pass.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Jets first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First down, New York.
Back to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Here's first and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's another Jets first down. First and goal, New York.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Taylor.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to run with Hall. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you've scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Here we go. The noise deafening. Fourth and goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here it is, 4th and goal.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.